already. They're far too heterosexual.
Hell
Sorry.
yeah. Let's just get into it, shall we?
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
When we last left off, we were trying to prove Gregson did some reverse pickpocketing.
Oh yeah.
Wait, we were?
We were just about
yeah.
to.
Yes.
Yep.
yes.
So we think that Inspector Gregson planted some evidence on Luigi.
Ringo.
Well, yeah, Ringo.
No, sorry. Nash, sorry. Ringo's the short one.
Oh, Nash, pardon. While he was having that altercation earlier in the middle of Grayson's testimony.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if that's the case, and I do believe it is the case. If
Indeed.
so, very fucking shady, Gregson.
Let's see what's going on. Don't say you weren't warned. But your typical Nipponese stubbornness may well land you in hot water this time. Starting off with a strong pineapple?
You keep saying that.
Perhaps the lesson will do you some good. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've got nothing to hide. Shit, Lou. Got nothing to hide.
see that ludicrous
We got all
display?
grumpy all of a sudden.
I got nothing to hide.
No one tells me nothing around here.
No one tells me nothing. Very well then. Private bailiff. Conduct a search of the...
Don't object.
His little like slap.
Slap.
The defense demands
he's
a
still
search,
getting there.
but not of Inspector Gregson.
What? Well, what's this?
God save us.
I'm the one you're accusing, aren't I? I thought you wanted to search me.
No, Inspector. Not you. Somebody else.
What's the meaning of all this, eh? Lost it at last, have you, sunshine? The court shouldn't have to put up with this nonsense. You're being completely irrational.
Are
I'm
we
only
though?
irrational because I haven't explained myself yet.
Oh,
Uh,
Iris, maybe?
Iris.
Doctor.
Iris.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Hang
then?
on. I need to be in a better mood for Iris. Fuck. me.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up!
There you go. Yes, Iris!
That's what
Fuck
I
Iris.
said, bitch!
Fuck up!
Runo's doing what you all told him to do and having the courage of his convictions. So you should respect that and listen to what he has to say in good faith. Because that's the British way.
Is it though?
Pulls out gun.
It is the American way.
Sorry, I might have had the line there, but hopefully it was just dots.
It was just dots, yeah.
Yeah, it was just us.
This is the line.
Well said, young lady. Indeed, this court is in awe of the defence counsel's conviction and eagerly awaits his next words.
You what? No, don't be hasty, my lord.
The only one being
I'm
hasty
not
around
just
here is
thinking
you.
about the things I've seen in court today. I'm fairly sure that I know who has that disc at the moment. There's only one person it could be.
The judge.
So, of whom do you request this search now?
Obviously shows.
One Mr. Nash.
Shows.
Oh
This
god,
one.
who could it be?
Wow.
Professional
Who could
bandit.
it be now?
Of, my lord, Mr. Nash Skulkin.
Well, I never.
That was just a collection of noises.
So we
Very
did a good
well.
job then.
We
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
perfect. Spot
Yeah,
on.
fair.
Excellent work. 5 stars. 5 stars. Come here again. The cheesecake is great. But not for some of us because we're lactose intolerant. Very well then, bailiff. Restrain the witness and conduct a thorough search of his personal effects.
Please, my lord.
Inspector, what's the meaning of this?
Scotland Yard has to object to this search.
Well, that's a good job.
Is
Scotland
that
Yard
because you
doesn't
think
have
you're going to
jurisdiction
be
here.
urgent?
Oh, sorry. I have
Bless
been
you.
sneezing all day. I've got a really bad cold.
Oh. Unfortunately for you, Inspector, your objections carry no weight here.
Separation of powers, bitch.
Yeah!
Aye. In this courtroom, only the prosecution and the defense have the authority to object. But Lord Benziques!
No!
I have no idea what forces are in play that might influence your actions. But personally, I have no intention of obstructing the course of this trial.
Oh, he's edgeworthing. He's edgeworthing.
Now, sit, Gregson. Sit. Good boy. Bailiff, carry out the search. Now, hold on a mo. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about no disc. I don't know. No, I got it out! No. In my lord, in the witness pocket.
Oh, who could have predicted this
Oh,
outcome?
shit.
I didn't. I certainly didn't. I had no idea.
Good lord. That's...
Another music box disc.
I don't know nothing about it. Nothing.
I know nothing.
I know nothing. Nothing at all. Alright. He's about to attack. He's got a ball of ice in his one hand. He's gonna throw it. Pachoo!
That is the second music box disc left behind by Magnus McGilded. It is not. Is it not, Inspector Gregson?
It is not Inspector Gregson.
It is in fact not him. Order, order, order! Mr. Skulkin, what have you to say for yourself? Gordon Bennett, I can't believe I have to keep talking to myself. I mean, just a Gordon Flaming Bennett. I cannot believe Mr. Gregson here has done this to me. I'm such a good, upstanding citizen.
It's a better Mario voice than Chris Pratt.
I swear I didn't know nothing about
That
that disc.
The bar is in hell on that one, Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alright. I'd like my accent to have a bit more credence than that, thanks. Doctor, would you please explain what exactly is going on here? The alleged deal was struck between this witness and this detective. No?
Without question, my lord.
Then for pity's sake, do it. Oh. Why on earth was this man in a possession of a disc that the inspector traded for information?
Inspector Gregson is a shrewd, calculating man who rarely loses his composure. But at one particular point in this trial, he exhibited some unusual behavior for a few moments.
Oh, I don't recall. What unusual behaviour? Even though we just highlighted it about, 40 seconds ago in real game time.
It was, yes, during my cross-examination of Mr. Graydon. Tell me, Mr. Graydon, what did you like to pawnbrokery that night? Was it by any chance with the second disc in your jacket pocket?
Abso-fucking-lutely not. Posh nonsense.
Just going on it.
While Mr. Graydon answered my question, The inspector appeared to have grabbed Nash Skulkin by his coat and was shaking him violently.
Then no one else cared to notice but us.
Police brutality.
Yeah, he did. Italiano, he did, and all. I told me Noggin was gonna fall clean off, I did. I was wishing I'd been born as me brother I was. And I never
Slightly to
before
the
wished
right.
that, 'cause look at that ugly little bastard. I never wished that before in my life.
Damn.
And what exactly happened to make the detective attack you like that?
I ain't got a clue. He just suddenly turned and grabbed me a whistle like that and started shaking me. Why the blazes didn't you mention the third gun when we got you down the station? That's what he said. Yelled it right down my ear hole, he did. My head's still throbbing now. And yet no one else in the courtroom heard this, which is hilarious. The music is very intense right now.
The way the detective behaved then was extremely out of character. But looking back now, it must have been then that he did it. That was the opportunity Inspector Gregson created for himself in order to hide the disc.
Well, bless my wig. He hid it.
Yo!
But I'm afraid I failed to comprehend the motive here. If the detective had acquired the disc he was after, why on earth would he then proceed to hide it in another man's pocket?
Because he knew when to
This is
search
a court
him,
of
you know?
law! He could have submitted the item as evidence!
He doesn't want to, though. That would be.
Yes,
No bueno.
obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, my lord, you dumb son of a gun.
It would appear, my lord, that the inspector was not at liberty to do that.
Why ever not?
As the
Because
man himself
fuck you.
revealed earlier, his current assignment has some special conditions. My orders were recover the medium used to convey the secrets leaked from the ministry and do it on the QT, strictly hush-hush.
Hush, a top secret assignment, is it?
As far as we're aware, the information stolen comes from confidential government communications. There's a lot of syllables in this. It would seem that if that information were to be revealed in court as evidence, it would be problematic. Does that sum up the situation, Inspector? I'm operating under direct orders from the Ministry. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to answer that question. So, realizing there was a chance that you may be searched here in port, you took steps to hide the disc you had acquired from the witness.
Does this mean...
He only pretended to attack Mr. Skulkin in order to get close enough to him to slip the second disc into his pocket.
No,
So
how
it
could
was
you?
all a pretense? Well now, Inspector Grayson, and you, Mr. Graydon. Are you prepared to admit to the accusation made against you of this alleged deal?
I'm going to give you 3 guesses.
First two don't count.
Oh, the music stopped.
Jojo pose. Admit to it. Yours truly, please.
Mr. Graydon.
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Whoa.
Clearly, our Eastern visitor has an uncommonly active imagination. However, there's no proof that I passed that disc to the inspector.
Objection!
But then, how do you explain the reason why you knew about the peephole?
I'm under no obligation to explain.
What?
Yes, I lied in my testimony. That I admit, so sentence me accordingly.
Wow.
But- That is all I admit. Murder, leaking government secrets, striking a deal with the detective. All of it is this young Eastern man's fancy. I have no idea what any of this is about.
You. What? It collapses.
Yeah.
Just like down, off we go.
Well, what about you then, Inspector Gregson? Do you admit to making a deal with Mr. Graydon in order to acquire the disc?
Ladies and gents of the jury, as a Scotland Yard inspector, I will declare this and nothing more. I am acting in the best interests of the country. Whatever I've done, it's been in the name of justice.
Bollocks.
So,
What a twat.
as
fucking
members of the public of this fine country, I'd like to think that justice will be your guiding light when you're making your decisions.
What a twat!
A cab, a cab, a cab, a cab.
This is quite a quandary indeed. Witnesses are not allowed to directly address the jury, so we'll have to strike all of that from the record. Rarely have I encountered such extraordinary tumultuousness in the concluding of a trial. I think I might just have to throw the whole thing out, because there's clearly some shit going on here that I should not be
Yeah,
involved in.
mistrial. You gotta call it mistrial.
Yeah. Nevertheless, in the absence of any further evidence to be presented, I believe it is time that we put the matter to the jury for their final leanings. How are they ever supposed to make a decision like this? Ridiculous.
Well now, as a fellow servant of Queen and Country, I must say I sympathise with the old inspector. Surely the Russian revolutionaries got to save us.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, sorry. Yes, he's a dependable man, I'm sure. In service, one becomes a good judge of character. Oh, they all get a say, do they?
Even crossing your eyes doesn't help when it comes to looking at this case. It's all blurred to me.
Really?
What?
Graydon is a highly skilled operator. Stop. Currently in presence of idol. Stop.
You kidding me?
I have said this before. Stop.
Detective has very much trust in eyes. More than this, I cannot say.
You kidding me?
And that, friends, is the British way.
I don't believe it. These 6 jurors are... They're going to believe Gregson. If they declare their decision now...
Blind trust in authority figures.
Virus.
Oh, sorry.
Is Jenny going to be found guilty?
If I don't manage to produce some definitive evidence right now, then we're going to lose. Either some proof that Graydon killed Mr. Windybank, or stole those government secrets, or some evidence to force Gregson into admitting that he struck a deal with the witness.
One of those two.
Well then, counsel. I think it's time I imposed on the jurors to declare their final decisions, no? That is, unless you have some compelling evidence you have thus far not presented to the court. Please? Please have some evidence. Please.
The judge calling the jurors to announce their leanings, Gina will be found guilty.
So there's no choice then, Bruno. You have to throw more evidence at them.
Throw it right in their faces.
Throw it right in their faces so we can all run away.
This is it now. It all comes down to this.
Said this several times in this trial.
Who do I present evidence against? Gregson or Graydon?
Oh my god, I didn't
You
even
leave it
know
to the
that.
jury.
Armband. Pawnbrokers. Okay, what have we got? What do we think, guys? Cut flapper, Matt. Yes.
Right now. Use it to cut a hole out in this courtroom so that Ginny can escape.
Yeah, run away.
Run!
I think
Run!
all
Get on a boat to Japan. Sasato will look after you.
I think all we can do is play the music box disc.
Yeah. And see
Combine the
what
two.
it is.
Play them in chords,
Oh.
and one of them will break. Probably Gregson.
Yeah, he doesn't want it played, does he?
Mm.
That's the whole reason he was hiding it in the first place, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's the. I think that's the only thing we can do because the link that we have, with Mr. Bricklayer Man and Graydon is like it's there, but it's very tenuous, and I don't know if we can present that.
Do you reckon we could present this, the music box?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, I feel like we've got to pick one of them. That's
Graydon, Expected Gregson. Oof.
I think Gregson, because he
I
doesn't.
guess Gregson.
He doesn't want it played the whole time.
Hmm.
If we say admit to it, or we're gonna play it right here.
yeah,
Right
yeah,
right now, in this
pressure
courtroom.
put pressure on him.
All right, we'll try, and if not, we'll just do the last.
Graydon's not going to snap, but Gregson might.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Inspector Gregson. There is one final piece of evidence I would like you to see.
Hey, what's that then?
If you refuse to acknowledge that you did in fact strike a deal with the witness here today, then you leave us no choice but to examine this piece of evidence thoroughly.
Yeah, it's got to be the box.
Well, go on.
Is this like the I have no idea what you're talking about?
This is my last chance. It looks like I'm going to have to force his hand here. Yeah. Alex has it, I think.
Yeah.
One final piece of evidence to get this detective to admit to the deal he clearly struck with Graydon.
This is what happens when you watch all 8 series of The Good Wife.
Your lordship.
Oh, bollocks. Is that Mr. McGilded's peculiar music box, Counsel?
Yes, with a disc already in place, ready to play. I think perhaps now would be a good time to listen to the sound produced by the music box again.
Yes.
Only this time, with the second disc we've just discovered set in place as well.
Yeah, boy.
This disc, Counsel.
No! Wait! I can't let you do that!
Well, then
Why
admit
not?
to it. Admit to it. Admit your guilt.
Because, well... Because it's got nothing to do with this case, that's why!
It has
We
everything to do with
know.
this case.
We know that's not true, love.
Not true, Inspector.
Hey?
The defense has already proposed that the sounds heard by the court earlier from this music box were part of a Morse code message. We know that Morse code comprises of 2 distinct tones. The defense believes that the second disc contains the second tone needed to complete the message. And now we have a chance to confirm that theory.
I mean, hold on, sunshine! We're talking about state secrets here! If you go letting the whole courtroom hear confidential information like that, it's treason!
Then do you admit the charge? That in order to protect those state secrets, you engaged in unlawful dealings with the witness?
Oh, you're mad! If you let that secret information out into the public domain, you'll be making an enemy of the entire British government, you idiot!
You threatening
Let's
me?
not forget, Inspector, that you, a Scotland Yard officer, leaked confidential case details to a witness. That you continue to lie to this court, and all because by fair or foul you're determined to do your duty. Well, by fair or foul, I'm prepared to do mine.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Don't you dare!
I will stop at nothing to protect my client. I don't care who I make an enemy of.
Fuck yeah.
Zeke's.
This is just so done.
Where's mine?
He's sipping the team. He's sipping the tea.
My lord, if you please. The court must hear the sounds made by that music box.
Oh, for sakes! For Pete's sake! Stop him!
Objection!
No, he's a messy bitch who lives for drama.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Inspector, you should know my methods by now. I'm a prosecutor. I'm no Scotland Yard puppet.
Yeah, that's
Says,
it.
and slams down his heel on the film.
That's the first time I've had any respect for you all series. Well done.
Even if you did put your leg up like a little slut, you said it.
In this courtroom, my duty is to the law. So let me propose a toast. To uncovering the truth, by fair or foul.
Oh, he destroyed his fish.
Oh no.
Very well. The defense's stance here and that of the prosecution has been made very clear, I feel. Therefore, in accordance with the defense's request, the court will now listen as this music box is set in operation once more.
Oh, snap.
Oh shit.
This time, with the second disc in place and both discs playing simultaneously. Look at those angsty bastards over there.
Terrified.
Hold on, let me get my Morse dictionary out.
It's come for job.
Hold it! Alright, I admit it! Whatever you want, but for the love of God, shut that blooming box up!
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Let me ask you again, then, Inspector Gregson. Did you, or did you not, strike a deal with the witness next to you in the stand, Mr. Ashley Graydon?
This is what the fucking police do all the time.
Yeah.
Specifically, did you furnish the witness with the confidential case details in exchange for this music box disc? Did you reveal the existence of a peephole in the pawnbroker's storeroom door, Inspector?
I did. Betrayal.
Stop. What are you doing, man?
Sending us both to prison.
It's all exactly like the young Eastern lawyer said. When the trial resumed after the recess, and we were stood here in the stand together. That's when he approached me with a deal.
Shut up, you imbecile. Shut up! Who's saying that?
That's
Is it me?
I think
Yeah.
it was you.
I think that, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's you.
Alright. Just you there.
Ooh.
Hi. I never
well
know
done.
how you how you pronounce that one. Like,
It's just psst.
yeah. I could probably do that in my normal voice.
Yeah, no, I honestly I was impressed. I was like, oh, that is actually how I think he would say that.
He's reading it off a card. You're the detective who turned up at the pawnbrokery the other day, aren't you? I may have something you're looking for, Inspector, with me at this very moment. So how about a trade? I suggest you accept. Or information that may make certain individuals uncomfortable will soon become very public indeed. That less of a trade, more of a threat.
Yeah, essentially.
I couldn't let that information become public knowledge. Not under any circumstances. So I accepted the man's proposal and told him details about the case that should have put him in the clear. The peephole in the storeroom door and the bloodstains on the overcoat.
Oh, shit.
By giving false testimony, this witness intended to have the defendant wrongly accused of murder. Inspector, you knew that. Yet you still revealed those details to facilitate the witness's perjury.
I did. But then it turned out the peephole had only been made that night after the incident took place. Scotland Yard wasn't aware of that, if I'm perfectly honest.
Well, Mr. Graydon, what do you have to say for yourself?
Fuck you. I guess.
There's nothing and no one left for you to hide behind. You struck a deal with the inspector in order to escape conviction of a very serious crime.
Oh. There you go.
Namely this. You are the third intruder who broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question. And you perpetrated the murder of the proprietor, Mr. Pop Windybank.
That was a lot of peas. Well done. Oh, you! Shit! You traitor! Oh my god!
No murder.
Murder. Actual murder. In the courtroom.
Oh,
I've
wow.
broken this man's spine.
I think he's got a chip out.
Bailiff! Restrain that man! At once! Oh, we're Australian again.
Australian Tom.
That's it then. It's all over.
Love you, Renosuke. Woo!
Woo! Let him go! It's really quiet in here.
This is me.
Yep.
I despised my life growing up. Those slums are vile places. I was cursed from birth, born into poverty, the son of a penniless artisan. My parents did nothing but quarrel all day long. What little money they had was never spent on me.
Boo-hoo, you spoiled
So
it.
I became a criminal.
So I became a Tory.
So I
Yeah,
set
which is somehow worse.
So I set about studying to better myself, to one day escape from that hellhole.
And you eventually became a communications officer. I admire your determination.
Judge, this man killed someone.
I still admire his determination. It takes a lot of determination to kill someone.
But then you decided to try to sell government secrets? Why?
I'm
Because
shit
being
at
poor,
I'm
because being
shit at-
poor never leaves you.
I'm shit at budgeting.
I spent
all my money on this
one too many
stupid clothes. Isn't it obvious? Because I wanted money. Even now, years later, the nightmares of my life in the slums wake me in the small hours. I wanted to drown them out with more money than anyone who lived in that squalor could ever imagine. And one day I met him. Mr. Magnus McGilded.
Yep.
Definitely dead, Mr. Magnus McGilded.
Very, very dead.
But I've been with a great talent, so you. Where am I going? Wrong way. Sorry.
That's Scottish.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
Scotland! Scotland!
It's all gone horribly wrong. You're a fiend with a queer talent, so you are. No, yes, that is right, so you are. I have
Ye-
money to throw you away if you're interested. Sorry.
You're kind of venturing up north with that one there.
I'm doing. Listen. All right, we're all over the place, and I'm doing my best. All the accents are sitting right at the back of my mouth, and they all just end up Australian. All you need to do is go along with my little plan now.
you go.
Can I have some more lines so that I can really get into the swing of it? No, okay. Fine, I'll just keep myself in Belfast until you all get sorted. Oh, no, now I've gone pirate.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Wow.
I was to steal the Ministry's telegraphic message logs, and McGilded would buy them for a handsome sum. All I was responsible... I was... I'm actually going to read it this time. As I was responsible for inspections of the Ministry's communications office, it was a simple enough task.
The lure of the devil's offerings. How easy it is to succumb.
Oh my god, just shut up.
Such a slutty line, and for what?
And for what?
You must surely have realized the seriousness of the crime you are committing.
Yes. And for that reason, I took great lengths to ensure that my actions were untraceable.
By using the music box.
My father was a brickmaker, though my mother divorced him when I was still a child.
What? In this day and age? Divorce?
Yeah, pretty common in the Victorian era.
No, shh. Don't give me logic when I'm trying to be silly.
Yes, Mr. Mason Milverton.
That's right. He was very skilled with his hands. He'd once been a music box maker's apprentice. I imagined his skills would be sufficient to create a machine that could generate Morse code. So I sought out my father again to employ his services. It was the first time I'd seen him since I left the slums 10 years earlier. How old are you?
Oh god. I can do my old man voice, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. Look at you, Ashley. What a fine gent you've become, eh?
He was a different man to the one in my memory. A thin, frail old man. But poverty had never broken him, never corrupted him like it had me. I was sure he wouldn't help me if I told him the real reason. So I made up a story. I've got some work for you, Father. I need some music box discs made.
Music box discs, eh?
A musician friend of mine has written some music he wants to sell to the public.
It's not very good.
It's shit, really, but that's on him, not me. I've brought the score with me. There are 2, actually.
I'd be delighted, son. It's been 20 years since I did any work like this, though. Fetch my tools, would you? They're in the loft.
What's it, Bob? They're in the bath. What?
I was giving them a quick scrub.
That's how I had him make the 2 discs.
Thereby splitting the information in 2. You were taking considerable precautions indeed.
It was to protect myself as much as anything. It meant that I could deal with McGilded in 2 separate transactions. The first involved the first of the 2 discs and the music box for playing them. I exchanged them with McGilded for 10 guineas. Wow, that is not a lot. And then on receipt... Oh, yeah, no, okay, that makes sense. Then on receipt of the second disc, he would pay 1,000 guineas.
So, what happened on the omnibus 2 months ago? Was the second part of a deal? The exchange of the second disc?
Yes. I'd sold the man information that way a number of times already. But it seems he became reluctant to part with his money.
That doesn't quite make sense. Mr. Graydon, But why was it on why was it on the omnibus 2 months ago? Your father, Mr. Milverton, was the one dealing with Mr. McGilded, and not yourself.
When I received the 1,000 guineas after my first completed dealings with McGilded, I decided to give 200 to my father for his troubles. But my father realized something was amiss. In time, he worked out that I must be involved in something dubious. And when he did, he said to me,
Next time there's an exchange, you let your old man do it, understand? Otherwise, I won't take your money anymore.
Oh no, what a shame, I don't have to pay someone?
That was my father's way of dealing with it, I suppose. Climb into the omnibus, hand over the second disc, and take the money from McGilded. That's it. He had no idea what was actually on the discs I'd asked him to make. He never knew. Just like I'd never know why everything went so horribly wrong that night. All I know is that the disc was taken from him, and he never returned home.
This is why we don't involve our parents in crime.
It was only after... pardon. It was only then that I found out what sort of a monster McGilded really was. So after 10 years of not once uttering it, I swore on my father's name.
To take up ballet!
To exact revenge!
Revenge?
Was I that
Me.
set the handsome cab ablaze?
It was me who blew up that carriage.
As anyone with even the remotest knowledge of the man will no doubt be able to imagine, McGilded brought all his wealth and influence to bear in the most despicable of ways.
Yikes.
To crush any semblance of justice in his trial. The crime scene was tampered with, evidence was fixed, and witnesses were bribed. That trial 2 months ago was a farce from start to finish.
My feet had barely touched British soil back then. And I walked into that hornet's nest completely unaware of the sinister background to it all.
I'd made plenty of money out of my dealings with McGilded by then. So I spared nothing in my arrangements 2 months ago. I knew exactly who to hire. If you're willing to pay the price, there are people in the city willing to do anything you ask. McGilded himself had shown me that.
Are you saying that?
Out of everyone in the city, you picked the fucking skulking brothers?
I don't think they're the ones that set the cab on fire.
Oh, I know.
Could you imagine?
I think you have the picture now. After he twisted everything to his favor in this courtroom to ensure that he walked free, I took matters into my own hands and delivered the justice that monster deserved.
Fire, yeah.
That tragic accident following the trial here 2 months ago was planned and executed by yours truly.
McGilded's death that day was caused by this man.
Oh my god,
Everything
is
is
that?
ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the court... Oh, would you like to follow me into the court? My name's actually Grayson.
That was probably Grayson.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Might have just been a guy he paid.
Maybe.
Yeah, but all these dramatic bitches love dressing up in...
Yeah,
Bailiff with their
Sholmes,
outfits.
this guy.
I say, staring at Sholmes. who should still be on the floor, but maybe standing upright.
Gilded?
Sorry! What's... Oh, I need to sit upright.
It's been too long since the last time.
It's been too long. It's not like I was in Ireland like 2 weeks ago. Just... Why can't I do it? What's this, officer? Sooner than I was led to believe.
I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule.
Hey, it's you. I've seen you in the cab many times.
I must be making tracks now.
What are you talking about? This is a perfect Cockney accent.
It's time for the inspection.
Why is that bailiff doing ballet?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
So that policeman who came to tell McGilded he could examine the omnibus again.
That's right. An imposter, not me.
Among Us!
McGilded used his wealth to manipulate the trial. He paid people to adulterate the omnibus with all manner of false evidence. He threatened witnesses to lie in their testimony.
Oh, Gina.
And he hired this idiot lawyer.
Whoa!
So I gave the man a taste of his own medicine.
Drive-by.
Once the omnibus was doused in paraffin, one of my sham policemen ushered McGilded inside and sent him on a one-way journey to hell.
How long have you been waiting to use that pun?
An eye for an eye. That's how I avenged my father's death.
Vengeance!
A spine-chilling count indeed.
But that wasn't the end of it for me. There was a loose end, you see.
A loose end?
Gina.
Yes. I should think it's obvious. The second disc, which my father had taken to exchange with McGilded.
Yes. There was indeed no mention of it in the man's trial 2 months ago. Clearly because it had been removed from the scene of the crime.
When I realized it was missing, I remembered something. Something from the first time I dealt with McGilded. This is the first of 2 discs, and the music box. You need to play them.
McGilded.
Oh, piss off! Well, look at that now. What an ingenious little invention. So then, as I fuck off.
I thought it was alright.
As promised, 10 guineas for you, young man.
What's this? Windybank's Pawnbrokery.
Oi. 'Tis a pawnbroker's ticket, so it is. You can use it to redeem an article I've deposited there for you. There's no need to give a name, just hand over the ticket and tell the fiend the watchword. I've put a jewel in pawn for you. It'll fetch a good 10 guineas if you sell it, so it will.
I've never heard of a pawnbrokery being used in quite that way before.
Have you not, Mr. Graydon? London's pawnbrokeries are very useful places, you know. Each one is like an extremely secure vault. Assume there's more chatter going on here that I'm not saying out loud.
So I knew that if he'd taken steps to hide the disc, it would be in that pawnbrokery somewhere. And that on the night he killed my father, he must have entrusted the ticket to someone.
Yes, to Gina. I remember now that when we first met you at Windybanks that afternoon 2 days ago, you had a description of Miss Lestrade written down. How did you know who you were looking for?
From the trial, that pickpocket's testimony was clearly peculiar. Anyone could see that. I realized immediately that she was another of McGilded's pawns, that he must have threatened her somehow. I was fairly convinced that it would be her who had the ticket. So I started to make some inquiries. Wow, my cane has rematerialized. I've just noticed that. I guess I have
Really
spares.
strong wood glue.
I had a strong suspicion the girl would come out of the woodwork on the redemption deadline.
And he was absolutely right.
And yes, sure enough, she did. All I needed to do was wait until the girl went to Windybanks to redeem the articles. But unfortunately, she redeemed only McGilded's overcoat and the one disc that was in its pocket. The all-important music box with the second disc inside was missing.
Because it had already been forfeited 2 days earlier.
But I was unaware of that fact. Had I not been, I could have avoided my nighttime excursion.
Meanwhile, as our investigation into the stolen government secrets was progressing, we'd picked up on the fact that McGilded was involved.
Inspector, you recovered fast.
Oh, I still can't breathe, but I'm alright. My orders were to recover the stolen information as quickly as possible. So we started gathering the fella's possessions and examining whatever we could lay our hands on. We had a full-scale investigation going on at the yard, but we had to keep it as quiet as we could.
Then, when the inspector here took the disc from me in the pawnbrokery that day, I became nervous. I was sure the music box and the second disc was still there in the shop somewhere. So I knew that it was a race against time. I had to find those articles before the police did.
So that's what prompted you to break into the place that same night. With the help of your old friends, the Skulkin brothers.
What happened that night in the pawnbrokery, I can only describe as a nightmare. While Nash and Ringo were searching the counter, I'd located the music box I'd sold to McGilded on the shelves of forfeited items, articles even.
And the second disc was inside.
Yes, I slipped it into my pocket with a very deep sigh of relief. But then, something entirely unexpected happened.
What are you doing in my shop?
I mean, I would imagine that was very expected.
I mean, considering he owns the shop.
It's like 2 AM, man. Go home.
A gunshot rang out in the shop and I felt a sharp pain in my left arm.
Maybe he lives there. You don't know his life.
True. I know his name, but not his story.
Yeah.
The broker fired his gun, and the bullet pierced your limb.
Yes, exactly. But unfortunately, I decided to bring my own gun with me that night, just in case.
Ah,
What you say? Before I knew what was happening, I'd fired back. The man had already turned to flee. I hadn't intended to fire in his direction, much less kill him. But unfortunately for both of us, the bullet hit home. It struck him in the middle of his back and he fled for the storeroom door for refuge. I could not have pronounced that weirder if I tried.
Okay.
Storytale.
It all took place in the blink of an eye. I don't imagine Nudge and Ringo even realized what had happened at first. I was terrified, so I fled. Look at me, I'm a sad anime boy.
The sad side baby.
And that's the whole story. That's everything that happened on Windybanks on that wretched night. Well, gets done for treason, murder, manslaughter. So he's definitely going to be hung, hanged, whatever.
Hanged.
And Gregson's going to get paid.
He's
for a
already
week.
hung. Lol.
Whoa!
Oh,
Wink,
dear.
wink. And Zeke's wishes.
Earlier, you called McGilded a monster. A man who used his
How
wealth and
dare you!
influence to distort the facts and escape justice for the crime of murder.
My, Van Zeeks, are you about to put down the Uno reverse
How the
card?
turntable.
What tragic irony. For what you have done is exactly the same.
Oh yes, but I was doing it for revenge purposes, so that makes it okay.
You've become the very monster you saw and despised so deeply in McGilded.
Yes, I think I have. Rip. Well, that wraps everything up.
Yeah, man.
This has been a long and exhausting trial.
You're telling me.
However, it seemed that at last... Hang on, this is gonna jinx it. This is 100% gonna jinx it. It would seem that at last we've arrived at the truth.
Objection!
Fuck off! Inspector Gregson, what of Mr. Ashley Graydon?
He's been
Take him to the
restrained,
dock.
my lord, and is being escorted to the yard. That cheeky salute, like, yeah, I was going to arrest him all along. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
He'll be charged with
Sorry.
He'll be charged with the murder of Mr. Windybank and the stealing of government secrets.
Very good.
And I'll be alright.
Fuck you.
And you, Inspector. Regrettably, you will have to face charges yourself.
Yeah!
Yes, my lord. Of course. It transpires that you were complicit in helping a criminal escape justice. And that fact remains, whether or not you were doing so in the line of duty. The crime is a serious one, Inspector, and inexcusable.
Now to the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
She only gets that
Yeah,
page.
Hereby
yeah.
throw
I
out
want to
the...
sleep.
It's been 5 hours of standing here.
Like, a lot of people just started talking and they kind of tuned it out, and then like the bench looked really comfy, so I like crawled underneath it. And, I don't know.
Time for the final adjudication. Is the jury ready, Mr. Foreman? How is this case not just thrown out? Someone else admitted to the crime. That's it. It's done.
Yes, sir! Carry
done!
on, Squadron standing
should-
by, sir! This is really
Honestly-
it now.
I don't know if they had mistrials back then, but this should be a mistrial.
It's a mistrial. You just say, that's it. It's done. And the court will recompense you for your time and distress, Miss Lestrade.
The last... No, she's not going to get recompense for anything, man.
She is
No,
fine.
she's still going to prison.
Christ.
The last push! The final call! The finishing whistle! My men are ready to deliver their verdicts! God, what was the voice I did?
It was supposed to be John Cleese.
John Cleese,
but,
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all faulty, innit? Thank you, Mr. Foreman. Very well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Your final verdict, please. I don't care that that's on the line.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
No one's ever gonna like address that dude, are they?
No. At no point.
I am British citizen.
I am British. No one questioned me on the 6 countries of England.
There are 6.
There are 6.
That's the stuff. I'm off the hook.
I can't even fucking do the voice anymore.
Finally, Runa, you finally managed to do it. Finally, Jesus Christ!
Finally is the word. I really wasn't sure if we'd come out on top for a while there.
I
For a
could have done it in
while.
20 minutes, but
I
I'm
mean,
tired.
For the entire trial, including up to the last 5 seconds, you weren't sure whether we'd come out on top.
Yeah.
Susie was right. You're the best lawyer in the world. Apart from it was mostly me. Let's be real. But
Yeah, apart from Casimir, but unfortunately he's dead, so...
yeah, sad.
Shame.
Oh.
Shame. Mr. Strahd! Miss Lestrade, I am not finished with you yet.
What? What are you looking at me like that for?
Before you start enjoying your freedom, there are certain other crimes to consider. Hmm?
Eh?
2 months ago, and in my courtroom no less, you gave false testimony, did you not? And in relation to the trial today, not only did you unlawfully enter Windybank's pawnbrokery, you also attempted to abscond with Mr. McGilded's property, it seems. The fact that he's a career criminal who bullied you into giving false testimony and, whatever.
I've never done nothing of the sort.
We did just prove it, Gina.
Of course not. It's like you were gleefully wearing the gilded coat in your cell yesterday or anything.
Aww, and just when I was getting excited about throwing a party for Jimmy this evening.
Nah, mate, she's going to prison. Probably only for like a month, though.
Yeah.
Turning our attention to the defense. Determining that, when played together, the music box discs contained a message in Morse code was... well, it was certainly a most unexpected revelation, Counsel.
You really? I don't get a
Glug,
single bit
glug.
of credit for that.
Glug, glug, glug.
Quite so, my lord. The prosecution was caught entirely off guard. In fact, I think we should applaud my learned friend's courage here today. I propose a toast.
Van Zeeks, go home, you're drunk.
To demanding that government secrets be disseminated before the entire courtroom.
Oh
no!
I
Please!
love it! I
don't-
love it! So
Don't make
cold.
me like you!
Yeah, I love him!
Very sorry about that. It was the only way that I could get Inspector Gregson to admit to what he'd done, so...
I think this is you, Rick.
I think that's you.
Oh.
If I may say something on that point.
No, I think
No?
I think that's Rip.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
it is.
It's ripping a different way. Okay.
It's about sounds produced by that music box before.
Shut your mouth. Don't say anything.
I do wonder if that was really Morse code at all.
What are you saying, madam?
It's just that I'm really rather fanatical when it comes to Morse code, you see. So much so that the whole world seems to be covered in dots and dashes for me, in fact.
Goodness, madam. An unhealthy level of obsession, one feels.
But I must say, in my opinion, the sounds produced by those 2 discs were nothing more than that. A meaningless series of 2 different notes.
Typo in the esoteric.
Yeah, a meaningless
Type of baby.
Syrian.
It's a cipher. Okay.
Well, it's either a
What?
cipher.
Or there's clearly, like, he's been making music discs for, like, months for McGilded, right? So maybe there are others, and these
Yeah.
2 aren't the 2 that go together.
Yeah, I feel like these 2 might be a dud on purpose.
Oh.
This is secretly a takedown. This is
Either
McGilded.
that.
This is McGilded coming back to take down Graydon for trying to kill him.
Yeah, either that, or
Mm.
Graydon had been giving him fucky discs the whole time.
Well, yes, I will take 1,000
I mean, it was
guineas
his
for
dad,
these
wasn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna
secrets
say-
in quotation marks.
The dad probably went there with a disc that meant nothing to say, stop doing this. You know, stop it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And
no,
then
you're right.
He got fucking stabbed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Don't know
That's
why I'm
probably
cackling
it.
at him dying, but yeah,
Mm.
hilarious.
Mm.
I love it.
Can that really be? It wasn't Morse code after all?
Well, they already moved it to it already, so.
Little snap.
My lord, the defense would like to listen to the music box again.
Oh god, again?
I'm sure you're nuts! How many times I have to tell you? Those discs contain ministerial secrets, sunshine! This courtroom is not an appropriate forum to discuss the nature of the government communications. We know McGilded conspired to trade national secrets with our enemies. Secrets acquired from Mr. Graydon. Now that the man has admitted to his crimes, we have no need to pursue the matter further.
But it's really
True.
bother me.
I think that's... yeah. Can you let me listen to the government secrets in private?
Yeah,
Just
let
for
me
my
know
own
the
curiosity.
secrets.
Let's-
I promise I won't tell anyone.
Let's just take this to the judge's chambers.
Yeah.
Only if fun things can happen.
Jesus Christ, it's a 10-year-old on the bench. What are you
Interesting.
talking about?
I said fun things. What do you think she's gonna think that means? She's 10.
Fun facts?
Exactly. Toys, chemistry sets, whatever. Well, Miss Lestrade.
Yeah, Middled?
That which you have seen today here in this courtroom has been extremely disturbing.
Falsified evidence, intimidation, perjury, a grim catalogue of depravity.
You're not wrong, but
Zeeks.
please don't interrupt me. Please stop interrupting me, Van Zeeks, you whore. An
I
appalling
would say that-
experience. Shut up! Shut up! An appalling experience. Don't say a word to befall any child.
Yeah.
Come on. Ain't nothing I don't see. Fuck, I've lost that fucking accent. Ugh.
You were fine. That was good.
It's alright.
That went like West Country. Come on. I ain't nothing I don't see most days in the dark back slums. That was fucked up in many ways. Oh,
A few extra words, but that's alright.
I'm so tired.
Up the apple and pears.
I beg your pardon.
If you're weak, you pay for it. That's just how life goes. I am wise for a 15-year-old.
Gina.
Look, I reckon I've worked something out today. The world ain't fair, but if you want it to change, you've got to start at home. You've got to change how you are yourself.
You gotta look at yourself and then make a change.
Yeah, I think I heard that from somewhere.
In the mirror.
Who?
I'm asking him to change his ways.
Batman said that.
No message could have been any clearer. You want to make the world a better place, you gotta start and you gotta change yourself, innit?
Judge, we're still in a court. Can you dismiss me yet? I've been in a prison cell for like 5 days. I do not spell good.
No, you're going right back in there.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
that's a very laudable lesson, I would say. I eagerly look forward to the born-again Miss Lestrade never gracing my courtroom with her presence again.
Oh no, she's
Now-
gonna convert.
Now get out, before I change my mind. Now, with regard to the murder of Mr. Pop Windybank, proprietor of a pawnbrokery business on Baker Street, I hereby declare the defendant, Miss Jean Lestrade, not guilty.
Yeah!
Jesus!
Hey, confetti!
Fireworks in the courtroom!
Firework gun.
Firework gun.
Love to see it.
That is
We
all.
go
That is,
home now.
oh, that is all. Court is adjourned.
Hooray!
We did it!
I would like to request a more significant gavel for next season,
Oh.
please.
They're just.
Oh!
They're just in the
Everyone else is
courtroom.
going.
We're gonna have a gay chat.
Oh my god, Van Zeeks, go home!
He doesn't
Right.
have a home. He sleeps under his desk.
I've put my cloak back on.
He's about
On a personal note, I must say you've surprised me, my Far Eastern friend.
Maybe you'd
Huh?
like to be my near Eastern friend.
Despite being a Nipponese, you saw through the pretense to the malice that festered within that Englishman. And at the same time, saw through the grime to the surprising heart of your English client. You have a curious talent for judging character, especially considering our very different cultures.
I don't think there's anything curious about it.
Hmm.
Whether we're from the Empire of Great Britain or the Empire of Japan. We're all human beings. We're not so very different on the inside.
Yeah, we got organs and stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's got exactly 13 ribs, you know.
You know, I took this case for one very
That's an
simple
uneven
reason.
number of ribs, actually. Hang on.
It's also bollocks because people have different numbers of ribs. It was a joke. It's fine. I'll be quiet forever. I'll take my biology jokes home with me.
Do we all? Are we all not human? Do we all not possess a spleen? At least one spleen. What does it do?
Nothing.
Does everyone not poop?
Do you not have a totally useless appendix that just sits there and potentially gets inflamed and fucks you up for life? Sorry.
You know,
No, Svanzeeks, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Shut
If you
up.
prickers, do we not bleed?
Jesus Christ.
If
You
pull
know,
our
I
head,
took
we
this
will go,
case for one very simple reason.
I fancied you quite a lot in the last trial. Oh wow!
Oh
I was correct. Oh Lord!
So forward.
How about you take yourself home, young man?
Could
and give it a
not have
polish?
said that in a more homoerotic way if you tried.
Oh my god, my face.
Good fucking luck, Aaron.
To lock swords with you once again here in the courtroom.
I can't breathe.
You did?
When I encountered you for the first time 2 months ago, it reminded me of toasting friendship and trust with another Nipponese, only to find my trust betrayed.
What the fuck is
Fucking
this
hell! Oh my
backstory?
god! What is this,
Backstory.
Fancy?
We're
Jesus
just getting
Christ.
this now?
Through you, I hoped to look into the eyes of the man I once knew and try to understand.
You know they're
reckon
not
it's
all
like-
the same, right?
Do we think this is like Susato's? Do we think this is Susato's dad?
Gasp.
He's the only other DILF I can think of.
All the dilfs hanging out. Yeah.
All the
All the
dilfs.
dilfs.
You mentioned something similar earlier today about total betrayal at the hands of the Japanese. What happened exactly?
You'll have to find out in the next game.
Well, you may ask. And one day, when the time comes, you will learn the answer, whether you like it or not.
All right. Then I'll wait for that day if I must.
Oh wow, he's actually drinking it.
For once, this is the first sip I've had all day. Coming to be known as the Reaper of the Bailey, and my retirement from service 5 years ago. It gives me cause to wonder if our meeting has some deeper purpose.
Good lord.
So, farewell, my learned Nipponese fellow, until we meet again.
Well, that was a totally normal and not at all homoerotic conversation.
Holmes, he's alright, he's standing up. Dear.
Son, it's over at last. But where's Iris disappeared to? Ah. Congratulations, Gina. I knew it all along. I knew that you were innocent.
Well, you did what you said, Mr. Naruto. You believed in me. Well, up to the end. You resorted in me.
What's odd about it? I told you I had faith in you, didn't I?
No one ever has before, see? Kept a promise, properly.
That's awful.
I figured something out today. All my life, growing up in the slums, I've never trusted no one. But that's just because I've been scared of being stabbed in the back.
Literally.
Literally, it hurts like a fuck ton. I mean, the more you trust someone, the more it hurts when they let you down.
Yes. I think I can understand that. After all, I had a taste of it in the trial 2 months ago. I chose to trust someone and paid for it. That betrayal left a scar. You know though, Gina, I worked something out quite recently too. Trusting in someone else is really an exercise in learning to trust yourself. And when your gut tells you it's the right thing to do, and your trust is rewarded, there's no better feeling in the world. I think I have you to thank for reminding me of that valuable lesson.
Oh. Well, if you say so. Doesn't make a fat lot of sense to me, though.
I'm trying to say that putting my faith in you, Gina, has been a real pleasure.
For crying out loud, pack it in! I suppose I sort of feel the same way.
Oh.
I mean, sometimes trusting someone else is, you know, alright.
Thanks.
She needs to go through so much therapy.
Oh god, hang on.
God, that's a voice I need to get back. Hang on. Oh god.
See it through, okay.
Oh god.
Hi. Oh, look at him, he's so handsome.
A defense lawyer is only as good as his faith in his clients. And that comes to... Oh god, hang on, fuck.
I lost it again.
And it comes down to how much faith he has in himself.
Are you getting really close to the microphone when you
You're
do
really close to the microphone. Please take a step back from the microphone. No! Feedback is horrible!
Zuma ASMR.
I will mute you on my end. I'll do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
It's so funny though. Okay. Oh my god, I've lost it now. Fuck.
I'm not sorry.
Okay.
And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself.
Did that come through? Or no?
It did.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
After this experience, I'm starting to feel like I understand what you meant. Kazuma. Am I living up to your expectations? Am I turning out to be the lawyer you believed I could be?
I'm fucking dead, mate. I can't really answer that for you.
Hmm.
Sholmes?
Oh, good call.
Shims? Do you know?
Oh, it was him.
Why is he back in disguise?
Yeah.
Just as a man have to do. You noticed around here, my dear fellow.
He was such
You're
Lost you in disguise? Ah, that voice.
Too late for that voice now, Mr. Naruhodo.
Believe it or not,
I've been
darling, you're not the
standing here
center of attention.
patiently in the corner of the room for eternity. Yes, it was me all along. I would have said when you finally noticed me. But you people, with your incessant babbling.
That was it. It's like, what? What?
Yeah,
What?
did you see his head go?
What did you do to Steve? Nah, Mr. Sholmes.
Yes, it was me all along. You see? How fucking excellent that would have been
God, he's
if you
fucking twat.
noticed me.
You
Don't
got
worry,
changed
quick
so
wardrobe
quick.
change.
Chaos Twig. I'd assumed you'd been taken back to the hospital, to be honest.
Indeed I was, but I managed to escape again! I put
Oh.
a pink tie, especially. I happened to be aware of one or two foibles of the doctor who was tending to me. I merely made my knowledge of them known to the man, and he happily issued me with a leave of absence.
Is he implying that he blackmailed his doctor into
Yes.
discharging him?
100%. 100%.
Oh my god.
I will tell everyone that you're sleeping with your head nurse unless you... or that you keep a bottle of whiskey in your desk unless you let me out right now. Okay.
Hey, how very above board.
Enough of my adventures. That was a fine victory, Mr. Naruhodo. Your tireless efforts justly rewarded, I feel. Congratulations are in order. As a close friend, I tip my hat at you.
Oh, thank you.
Some great detective you are. Great at being cold as ice, maybe. Oof, burn.
I irked you in some way, Mrs. Strahd.
While you've been having a snooze in your soft bed, some of us have been fighting for our lives.
Well, that bullet did cause me to lose a substantial amount of blood, it's true. So I have indeed been feeling somewhat cold. Not perhaps as cold as ice, but, well, have a feel!
Not literally, you don't.
Pop a feel, Renosuke!
Could you take your hands off my neck, please, Mr. Shums? Thank you.
And you're welcome. In some way, I suppose congratulations are in order for you too, Mrs. Strahd.
What's that supposed to mean? You're so half-hearted.
Well, naturally, it isn't my intention to alarm you, but an acquittal in a trial with that particular prosecutor is perhaps a little precarious.
Well done, Mr. Shums. Not alarming in the slightest.
Oh, the Reaper, you mean? Because anyone who's not found guilty in a trial he was working on winds up dead anyway. Is that it? Oh, I forgot about that.
Very point I was trying to make. As exemplified by the fate of Mr. McGilded, in fact. But something. But of course, I pay no attention to such irrational drivel myself. The stream got so loud for me.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
Is it
well,
okay for everyone?
yeah, it's fine for me.
Oh.
So I'm sure it's just it's a me thing, don't worry.
Yeah, well, it don't bother me.
Oh, really?
Can you...
I'm a little disappointed.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I see it, the Reaper's a bit like him upstairs.
Him upstairs? You mean, like, God?
I feel like that's giving you a bit much credit, but yeah. Him upstairs knows what, right? He knows what people are like on the inside. We won't have got the wrong end of the stick. There are some codes like that bog crier what are rotten to the core. At the end of the day, him upstairs make sure they get what they deserve.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Divine justice is one thing, though. The Reaper taking matters into his own hands and claiming lives is another.
I ain't like the McGildeds of this world, so I aren't scared. I've got principles, see?
Great in you which is to be admired, Mr. Strahd.
Oi! Just give it a rest, alright?
As I was saying, congratulations are in order. The news of your acquittal was very welcome news to me indeed. Let me express my heartfelt congratulations, Gina.
Through the magic of interpretive dance.
First name
Yeah.
there.
Ugh, gross.
There
There you are! Hurley, how long have you been here?
He's dead.
Yeah. Honestly, I went to the main entrance especially to meet you there.
Oh, she went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Iris, my dear, I do apologize. But wait until I tell you what happened. This pair made utter fools of themselves.
What happened?
As you know, I have a penchant for disguise. I was hiding in this room dressed as a bailiff. But these dolts didn't notice my presence at all. They had no idea. Can you imagine, Iris? Would you credit it?
I'm not sure, really.
Beg your pardon.
I'm sorry, Hurley, but you don't ever fuck me. I'm sorry, Hurley, but you just don't have the weighty presence you seem to think you have. In fact, you really ought to be careful about that. It's going to land you in trouble one day. Oof, roasted.
Jeez.
Oh, be careful.
Ouch.
I love it.
Anyway, it's such a shame. I was so hoping to throw a party for Ginny tonight. But you won't be able to come, will you? Don't look like I'm going to be going nowhere for a while. You heard the judge's patter. I've got stuff to make amends for, apparently. All them offences. What was it again? Breaking and entering, taking the bog trotter stuff what was in large, blah blah blah.
Yes, I think you'll find that basically being a pickpocket is the main offense.
Diving ain't an offence. It's a job, ain't it?
I don't think so.
It is an illegal job.
Guess what? That was in your pocket a minute ago.
No. Still, it has got me thinking all this. Maybe I should start looking for another line of work.
Maybe.
I mean, you didn't start off as a lawyer, did you, Odo?
Well, no, but I was never a pickpocket.
Well, anyway, I reckon I can make a change. I'm going to do something for all of them a lot like me from the slums. Something that makes a difference for them. That's a wonderful idea, Ginny. I'm sure you can do it. I've been having a conversation with myself for 5 minutes.
Lol.
What is it? Oh, baby! Nothing.
Miss Jane Lestrade. A prison carriage arrived, ma'am. Come with me to the rear gate at once.
Well, I'm off to prison. Right, well, looks like I'm off then.
Yes. Goodbye, Gina. And good luck.
Odo?
Yes?
Fuck you!
What was that for?
I know. I mean,
The animators really wanted to use this animation again, so
yeah, I don't know what I say, so I just shot someone, and that's kind of the line of. That's basically what I got being in prison. Let's be real. So,
indeed, I am taken by those moods myself. Perhaps the situation calls for a phrase hitherto missing from your vocabulary, Miss Lestrade. On occasions such as this, I would recommend a simple thank you.
Oh yes, it's good advice, Ginny, and it's very rare from him, so appreciate it.
Iris, please.
Right, I see. Well. The top of her head. Thanks, Odo. Oh, baby. Thank you for everything, what you've done, for believing in me.
This is very cute. Oh,
Not at all.
wanna
In fact, that
Such a
should be
little-
my line. What were you going to say, Chief?
No, nothing. I was just saying I want to squish her little cheeks.
No.
Thank you, Gina.
Babies.
Is that the end? No?
No.
Well, there she goes. I wonder if I'll ever see her again.
I'm sure she'll come back in the next game.
And then she died in prison.
Oh, quite the indomitable papers.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I bought a paper inside.
Outside.
Oh, sorry, outside. It's a special edition, and this trial is all over the front page.
I love her theme. She's wonderful.
Pickpockets.
Yes, I also love that this has gone to press within
Like immediately.
20 minutes of the trial.
I mean,
ending.
that was kind of what happened.
Well, this is why you have a morning press, a lunchtime press, and an evening press, right? So that you can get all the news all the time. It's insane.
Plus, all of the printing houses were competing with each other.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons why the coverage of the Jack the Ripper victims was so fucked and actually directly interfered with the investigation, because several people who were reporters did get there before the police and messed up the crime scene to, get the ultimate scoop.
Oh my god.
Not that the police would have really been able to do much, but
Anyway, where am I going? Pickpockets' innocence proven. Isn't it wonderful?
You should have shown it to Gina, Iris. She would have been thrilled.
Oh, but my phone wasn't going then. Oh no! How silly of me. Oh, but anyway, would you like the good news or the bad news?
Ugh, not again.
Well, what'd you say, Bruno? When am I going to shoot you first? Ellie?
As usual, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first.
Oh, Sholmes.
Absolutely not. I have no intention of listening to anything but good news.
And there you have it. How people answer that question says a lot about them, doesn't it?
Let's not go there.
Alright then, maybe let's start with the good news this time. The rain has finally stopped. It was a record level of rainfall, apparently.
Oh, it was raining the whole time.
Well, yeah, that's basically the past couple of weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, fair.
Oh shit, it's me. Well, that is good news indeed. We can journey back in greater comfort.
Alright then. What's the bad news?
The huge storm has left seas very choppy. The channel in particular is awful, so sailings out of Dover have been delayed by a day or more.
Wait. Dover?
That's right. If we head to the station immediately, we may still make it in time to wave Susie off. No,
I'm excited.
But
babies.
there won't be a train, surely. Couldn't be that lucky.
Who do you think I am, Mr. No? I have a private train. I have a private train and a private track.
Mr. Sholmes?
I rushed to the Victoria station earlier and made arrangements for a special express.
Shit, he does have a train.
I fucking do have a train! If we hurry now, we shall be there in time for dinner. And I know of a fine restaurant that serves the most delicious baked sole.
I don't. The great detective does it again.
Yes. Please keep singing my praises, but we need to do it on the way to the station. Indeed, he does. I happen to be aware of a number of the rail transport director's foibles. I paid for it honestly, like a good honest citizen who doesn't go around blackmailing people all the time.
What?
I merely made my knowledge of them known to the man, and he happily laid on the locomotive. Elementary.
Just an idea. But it might be wise to stop manipulating people that way.
If you suggested we'll come back and bite me in the ass, I think you're probably correct.
What are we waiting for then? To London Victoria!
Off we fucking go!
No.
5:32 a.m. Damn.
Oh my god.
It's early.
Somewhat longer than I had anticipated.
Susie's boat must be about to leave now.
Mrs. Sato, where are you?
She's on the boat,
She's in a bright pink dress.
Oh, she is.
literally having
there,
a
look.
read of a book.
It looks like she's reading something.
Hold it!
Don't throw that into the
Sato,
sea!
wait.
This
What are you
bitch
doing?
empty. Yeet.
Mhm.
Mr. Naruhodo, what are you doing here?
We came as soon as we could after the trial. I mean, we heard that sailings were being delayed due to the bad weather, you see.
Oh, I see. Then tell me, how did Gina's trial go?
It went well. She was acquitted.
That's wonderful. Really wonderful news.
Of her theme?
The book you were about to throw into the sea. It was her Encyclopedia of British Law, wasn't it?
Oh dear. I was hoping you hadn't seen that. I'm not worthy of practicing law in any way now. So, I was saying my final farewell.
You were saying goodbye to law? You? To Sato-san?
No laws.
Oh, Sholmes is here.
Would I be correct in assuming it's because of the people, Mr. Sato? Yes, how dare you walk into a place, hear a gun go off, and go, oh, I'm going to not find out if someone's dead on the other side of that door.
Mhm.
Like, how irresponsible would you be to not, like, break down a door and go, oh shit, someone needs medical attention?
Yeah. I deliberately altered the scene of the crime. And then I tried to hide the fact. What I did is utterly unforgivable.
That reminds me. How did you even come to have this, Susie?
Oh, I stole it. On the evening of the incident, Mr. Sholmes had invited Gina to dinner, if you remember.
Oh, yes! We had a wonderful time.
Well, Gina gave us a little introductory lesson, didn't she? To the art of pickpocketing, I mean. Jesus, you managed to pickpocket that?
Oh, that was so much fun! I stole Runa's armband.
Yes, please don't do that again, Iris. That band's very important to me.
It was Chasmus.
Well, if
That's all I
it's
have
so
left, apart
important,
from-
you should pay more attention to it. You didn't notice for ages.
Babies.
On a whim, I thought it would be fun to see if I could take the cat flapper mat, so I put it up my sleeve. To be fair, you probably could with
A lot. You could probably fit Iris up those sleeves, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really?
And then I rather forgot about it until I found myself in Mr. Windybank's shop with it later that night.
I see.
And then... Ah! Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes!
Me, Mr. Naruhodo. I've been
Right.
shot with spy.
After Mr. Naruhodo had left the shop, I started to think. It all started to play on my mind.
The store door, you mean?
Yes, if Gina was anywhere in the shop, I realized it could only be behind that door. And at that moment, the little device I had up my sleeve sprang to mind. I was so worried about Gina. I simply had to know.
So, you used the cat flapper mat to make the beeple on the door.
As captured in a photographic print of the shop. By one of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
It was of the first importance, that point. Precisely when the peephole was made, that information would prove to me as Naruhodo's greatest weapon. Though naturally, without proof, would have amounted to nothing.
But when I looked through the hole in the door, the sight that met my eyes made my blood run cold. Thoughts started to run through my mind. I remembered that trial 2 months earlier.
The trial of Magnus McGill.
I thought about how he had manipulated the evidence and arranged false testimony to secure his freedom. It made the British justice system feel very dark and sinister to me. And then, a terrible thought occurred to me. What if some wicked criminal was planning to do the same thing now?
Ah,
Because from the appearance of the crime scene, it looked exactly as though Gina had shot Mr. Windybank. Even though I was sure she would never have done such a thing.
you were worried that the true culprit was trying to frame her for the crime?
That's right. But then I realized it would be very difficult for anyone to give false testimony in this case.
What do you mean?
Well, the crime appeared to have happened behind the door of a locked room. For someone to claim falsely to have witnessed it, there would have had to have been a way to see beyond the door.
Ah,
Like a
Jesus,
cat flap,
Susato.
for example.
Jesus, Susato!
Which, a peephole would be the very thing.
Oh my god. Only the peephole I made wasn't actually there until after the crime scene had been committed, of course.
Actually, this small.
She's so
And-
smart.
The criminal would know that, so it wouldn't make any difference. Incredible.
Possibility of a rather ingenious trap was there, was it not?
a trap. Is that why she did it?
Which, if this would have been really nice to know earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is that why you kept it a secret, Susie? You never mentioned that you made the people to anyone. Not even to the police.
I think it might have made it valid in court, perhaps. I know. And I knew at the time that what I was doing was wrong. A criminal offence, even.
Tampering with a crime scene, right?
That's why I decided to confide in Mr. Sholmes. You should shout at him now.
Excuse
If
me.
Mr. Naruhodo was completely backed into a corner, with no other possible means of escape, the truth about the people could save him. That was my plan.
She really does think of everything. But then, why didn't you just tell me everything before the trial began?
Diff. You're not thinking straight.
You never think
He's not
straight.
He's a homosexual. If she had done that, it would have rendered you complicit in the whole escapade.
Yeah, she's a much better lawyer than you.
Ah,
You could have been disbarred. You could have been disbarred if you had been seen to have knowingly tampered with a crime scene. So Mr. Sato decided to shoulder the burden of responsibility alone. For your sake, Mr. Strahd.
Mrs. Sato.
The truth is, when it happened, I did it because I'd lost a little of my faith in the law.
Oh.
I was worried that the right person wouldn't be convicted of the crime. But the moment I allowed myself to think that is the moment I lost my right to call myself a judicial assistant.
What you did isn't comparable to what he did. Graydon is the one who lied in the witness stand, using that peephole as a way to implicate Gina.
Oh,
And besides, if the peephole inconsistency hadn't existed, I'm not at all sure she would have been acquitted in the end. Mr. Sato, what you did saved Gina's life.
well, with your kind words, Mr. Naruhodo, you've saved me too, from my regrets. Oh,
Babies.
oh, it's wrapping up quite nicely.
Mm.
Well, we must all be thankful that Mr. Strahd's freedom has been reassured.
Yes, exactly. Although some of the loose ends in that trial will continue to play on my mind, I'm sure.
It's almost as if we're setting up for a sequel. I mean, but the revelation that the music box contains secret messages, Mr. Naruhodo. What a triumph to work that out! I'm full of admiration.
Well, actually, that argument wasn't quite as compelling as I thought it was.
Oh, it wasn't?
There was a communications officer among the jury members, you see. A telegraph operator. And she said that the majority of the sounds of the disc were just meaningless tones.
As one would expect. After all, we are talking about secret government communication.
Oh, do you think it was encrypted?
No doubt they were written in a cipher to avoid being readily understood should they have been intercepted.
In cipher. I see. So then we could never have hoped to understand the message anyway.
Nonsense, my dear fellow. It's quite a zero-point problem, I assure you.
What does that fucking mean?
Hmm.
A. Sogi. Oh dear. Oh no. Asogi.
Okay.
What?
Well, that can't be a real word, can it? How funny.
Wait, Iris. What did you just say? Sorry, that was Iris speaking.
Oh, I just said Asogi. Does that word mean something to you?
Means something.
Good boyfriend.
What's the name of my best friend?
What?
But how? How do you know that name, Iris?
I wrote it down during the trial before, when the message was playing on the music box.
The fucking thing's in Japanese.
Oh, it is.
Oh my god.
She transcribed it on the fly? She really is a genius. No wonder the fucking communications officer couldn't work it out.
Yeah.
In Japanese, she wouldn't know it.
There you go. I thought the message probably wouldn't be written out in plain Morse code, so I've tried various ways to interpret it. But whatever I tried, the words just didn't seem to make any sense. That is, in English at least.
Oh.
It suddenly occurred to me, you see, there's more than one Morse code, not just the English variety. various countries around the world have altered and added to Morse code to use it in their own languages.
Ah, I don't believe it. Are you saying?
That's right. I've only actually seen the chart of Japanese Morse code once before. But I think it's based on the Iraha pangram, isn't it?
And you mean to say that in Japanese Morse code, the message says Asogi?
Yes, I think so. Sorry, but I don't remember all of the Japanese Morse code. I am only 10.
Iris, would you let me see that?
Mr. Sato, do you know it? Do you know Japanese Morse code?
Of fucking course I do. Yes, I spent some time studying it. Because I'm quite sure Morse code will become ever more important for international communications.
Sorry, darling, the telephone's very near.
Fucking. It's coming. Oh, it's a coming.
And might I recommend my dear madam that you make a serum for something useful?
Kind of lost motivation halfway through that sentence.
Yeah.
Be that as it may. Iris, show me the message, please.
Of course.
She's beeping it out in real time.
But, what can this possibly mean?
Whatever is in that long sequence of supposedly meaningless dots and dashes. It's made the color drain from Sato-san's face.
There's no doubt that this message is written in Japanese Morse code.
So the British Empire's been using Japanese for its secret communications?
I don't understand the reason why, but the message appears to have been a list of 4 people's names.
4 names.
The first is Keasogi.
Kazuma Asogi. Why? Why was his name on that disc?
The second is Eishin.
Shin. I don't recognize that name.
The third is Tiguregu-san.
Oh my god. Gregson.
I can see that it would seem Tobias Gregson's the third man on the list.
Oh yeah, because the way they say like Gregson, the way they pronounce it,
Guregu-san.
that's
Ah.
part of how katakana works. That's part of how the pronunciation system in Japanese works, isn't it?
Clever.
And what's his name doing in a secret government communication as well?
And the last name.
Shinosuke Naruhodo.
What's the matter, Mrs. Sato?
It's just so strange. So unexpected.
It's her dad, isn't it?
It's her dad.
What is it, Susie? Don't keep us in suspense.
I made a joke about this earlier, but yeah, it's her
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
The last name is J. Wilson. Oh!
Oh, no, it's not.
It's
Okay,
her
never
dad
mind.
instead of her dad.
Hmm.
What?
Oh, a series of high-profile murders / career suicides.
John H. Wilson? You mean Daddy?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
No one.
Why?
No one takes that
Why?
out of context.
It says only J. Wilson, so I'm afraid I can't be sure. Then, after the 4 names, it reads, if I translate from Japanese, that is all 4. And that's the end of the message, or rather, the end of what you noted down, Iris.
I just can't believe it. Who would ever have thought that those discs contain Japanese Morse code? Not to mention a strange list of some disturbingly familiar names.
It would appear that this particular message. It's a communication of some kind between Great Britain and the Empire of Japan.
So, Daddy could be in Japan then, where Susie and Reno come from.
Oh, darling.
Oh,
Babies.
well, about that.
No, It's not very likely, really, is it? I mean, there are thousands of people with surname Wilson, and there must be a lot of J's among them.
Good, yes, good. Let's go with that.
Professor John H. Wilson, visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial Yuma University.
There's not a lot of resemblance.
Yeah.
But we can't tell Iris about that now. We just can't. This is so strange. Somehow, in solving the case of Mr. Windybank's murder today, I feel like I rolled back a boulder at him onto a very dark cave. It's almost like this was always building up to a sequel.
I do wonder if perhaps it's a dark cave that we shouldn't go wandering inside. But we're going to do it anyway, because there's another game.
Well, we might not climb inside it,
Yeah!
but the cave may climb out and encompass us.
Boat sounds.
Oh,
Oh dear. The ship is going to set sail soon. Why am I leaving again? My dad's dying. Okay.
Yes, it seems so.
just as everything's heating up.
I'll sail on that steamship first to the port of Dunkirk in France. Then I'll change onto a larger passenger vessel bound for Japan.
I'm giving you my travel itinerary. You're really going then, Susie?
We wish you a safe passage, Mrs. Soto.
It's okay. Dunkirk isn't going to get nasty for another 10 years. Thank you so much. I wish you all the very best.
Mrs. Sato, I had hoped to have you always at my side, to guide me and support me.
Mr. Naruhodo,
Go forward, everyone.
I'll probably be back in the next game. Don't worry.
Please, come back soon. As far as I'm concerned, you really are the very best judicial assistant in the world.
Oh, baby. Oh, you're going to make her cry. She's crying.
I love them.
I'm quite sure I'll be back before you know it.
You'd better be.
Really, Susie?
Oh, now don't forget, Iris. I made you a promise I've yet to fulfill.
A promise?
About your manuscript.
Ah,
Oh yes, the Hound of the Baskervilles.
well, I'll be waiting for you then, Susie. A promise is a promise.
Definitely, Iris. Mr. Naruhodo,
Yes?
do you remember the first time you met?
Yes, of course. On the SS Buria when I was dragged out from that wardrobe, still half asleep. If I remember rightly, you threw me halfway across the cabin with the Susato takedown.
You know very well that I'm talking about after that.
Well, be more specific then.
It's strange, but being thrown together as we were in that case, I somehow felt straight away that you were the perfect person to continue Kazuma-sama's great legacy.
Miss Susato,
And my instincts were right. I really want to believe. No, I'm sure that I'll be back soon. Farewell until then.
Babies.
And then she goes. Ooh, it's animated.
Ooh.
Somehow we seem to have come
Budget.
to the end of the adventures of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Or the first volume, at least.
Oh wow, they won't be subtle.
They got wag
Oh, look,
eye.
she's
Looking
got-
back now, it feels as though fate has led me on this journey.
The cat's running too!
Fate led me to becoming a lawyer, to traveling halfway around the world, to meeting the great detective. I'm sure there will be trials and tribulations ahead.
Did he say trials and
Whatever
tribulations?
happens,
He did.
Yes.
Different
Fuck's
names.
sake.
to turn my fortunes around.
Push him in! Push him in!
I have the
Look, he's
greatest
got his eyes
friends
closed.
in
Just
the
do it.
world on my side.
Oh, you sappy motherfucker.
Fuck you.
I love you.
Nice boy.
Hooray.
Oh, shit.
Jump scare.
Alright, yes. Listen, Naruhodo, I know you thought this was over and you could finally go the fuck to bed, but no.
Yes, Mr. Shums.
I have some rather awkward news. Sasato's dad is dead, and no, sorry. The railway company.
Fucking owned.
Oh my god.
So funny.
The railway company has decided to sue over the Special Express train, apparently.
Oh.
Huh?
So I may request some representation.
It caused such a commotion on the line. All the other trains had to wait at the stations.
That's so funny.
Really? We would never have made it to Dover in time otherwise. Anyway, I explained everything and how it was all your fault. Shame!
Huh? Huh? You're doing the
I
thing.
believe a formal complaint should be delivered to your office tomorrow.
God.
But don't worry, my dear fellow. According to Mrs. Sato,
You love defending yourself in court.
Huh? Huh?
It's alright, I'm perfectly happy to testify. You really didn't look like the sort of man who'd do something so outrageous. See?
oh no,
Mr. Shums.
I'm gone. I'm hiding behind that post with a plant on it. No, it's a light. Yes.
A word, if you don't mind.
Why, certainly. Any word you like. Bellow it out, my dear fellow.
We're doing the thing.
We're doing the
Yes, I'd love Bruno's words. Why is that in quotation marks? And I know just one he'll use it.
Then I really must
Objection.
say.
Oh, baby man.
Oh, credits!
Credits.
Yeah.
Oof. Animated ones.
Oh,
Leg.
Oh my
Your
god.
leg.
what a game.
What a game.
So much fun.
Oh, look at the twink.
In the following weeks, hundreds of music boxes arrived at Baker Street from all
Oh,
over
hello.
Europe. Something with the foot. Though it transpired I had ordered them all myself. So I advertised them for sale with used by Mr. Sholmes to solve an important case. And the money I've earned! Consulting detective work is a pittance by comparison.
Holmes discovers capitalism.
Sholmes discovers how to monetize. Oh.
Oh, Ira.
I haven't slept a wink. The manuscript is due tomorrow. But I'm this busy, Hurley usually cooks me breakfast. Well, cooks is an overstatement, with some dry toast and insipid coffee. I do miss Susie and her lovely Japanese breakfasts.
Come on, Shones.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Sholmes,
god,
get
level
your
it up,
shit together,
baby.
man. You can at least butter the toast, God.
Oh, Risotto.
Yay!
Witness! Your testimony is there with contradictions?
Oh, God!
Let's take themselves.
Well, I know she knows he's far easily met. Are you calling my son a liar? What this is, my courtroom is no place for a petty argument.
Oh, I
Bring it
missed
all
you,
the way
Scottish judge.
Oh my god.
Scottish
Oh,
judge
God.
may need to make a
Having delivered, I can't remember. Having delivered the Russian dancer to shore, I can't remember what fucking voice I did for you.
It's like
Last
that.
night, I apprehended an extremely suspicious Japanese national on board.
I've done nothing wrong. All I did was give Wag a hug. His offspring refuge in my pocket. Man brings some kitten on board, and suddenly he's a hardened criminal. It's not fair.
Oh, his
That
the
is
teeth are just stressing me out.
Technically smuggling.
Yeah. Oh, he's crying. That's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. He's a dramatic motherfucker. Oh.
This
He's
guy.
going to challenge us to a Pokemon battle. Who was this? Was it me?
I can't even
It was
remember.
me.
Gee.
I dream of a world governed by something something spired like a great clock, in fact, whose hundreds of parts meshed together something something. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have but 2 minutes and 37 seconds until my next appointment.
Yeah.
I am an evil vampire dickhead who
Didn't
lives in
really
a
do much, did
fucking
he? He
clock.
just kind of
Hmm.
give you your assignment. Whoa, well, the latest Randst magazine's out, and I'm in it again. Whenever I say that one line she wrote now, I get a standing ovation. Want to hear it? Not bad, I suppose, for an amateur.
And he's still
Specialty!
not-
Specialty! Specialty!
Ah, her ladyship
You like
puts
it?
me to shame.
Correct.
Oh dear.
Still a cab, but like,
Still,
you know.
yeah.
Hmm. Show me Gina. Give me Gina.
Oh, come on.
Been visiting the old girl on a daily basis, of course. Joni, my old jailbird. Must say, battling with those bally stairs every day has done wonders for the Dicky Peg. Managing rather well with the housework, too. Got this maid business taped up, I'd say. Hope the gossiping neighbours don't realise the man of the house is his own maid.
Wow, imagining having to do housework in your own house.
I know.
As a maid.
Utterly.
He's got the maid outfit.
Yeah, fair. Oh god.
Who are these?
I can't even remember. I think it was in PG.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Rowley!
Yep, there it is.
This is why straight people
This is,
don't
I have to
deserve
say,
rights.
this is really like Live Dub Challenge Edition.
Yeah.
Goes too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what the whole thing should be
Yes.
like.
Oh, yeah, Gina.
Okay, done.
Looks like I'm going to be doing time for a bit now. But Iris comes every day for an hour, so I ain't too boring. She's always going on about all them cases what Sholmes is looking into. Criminal investigations are kind of interesting when you get into them. Is she going to become a
Yes.
fucking cop? Is she going to become a fucking
Yeah,
cop?
I mean, Lestrade
Her
is.
name is Lestrade.
Yeah.
It is true, her name is Lestrade.
G. Lestrade.
It would be
G.
cool.
Lestrade.
Get like a grown up. Oh,
Oh.
here I
Yeah.
am.
Oh, this asshole.
Yes, I renounced my upbringing and chose a life of sophisticated crime. But regrets? Please.
Give over, bruv.
We got the entire year to plan the comeback of Milford and Skulking Milton, right?
Please give me a new cell!
That's
The three
Three Musco Watsits!
Milking
Milking the
the
neighborhood for all it's
For all
worth!
his worth.
Oh my
We should
God.
change that.
You also need to like actually get a rhythm set up there.
The Milkerton
Oh.
brothers.
Oh. I really hoped he'd do it in actual time with them.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it, you know, full stop.
Give
which is
it
lovely.
a little fancy spin.
Yeah.
This past 6 months has been a time I shall remember forevermore. Painful goodbyes and wonderful encounters. I've come to realize that's what life is all about. Now to hold a son, I promise. Your assistant will return to you one day. But for now, I leave you with many memories and a heartfelt wish that life will treat you well.
Oh my god.
It's been a proper,
Assholes.
like,
God.
proper round.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's on a desk now.
Oh! He's doing the points!
My babies!
He's also holding on to Shomes.
Oh my god.
Pictures taken moments before disaster.
1 second
They all
before
just topple
Nothing has a
over.
cat on its head.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
Oh! Maybe.
They're just kind of there, just vibing.
This is kind of the more detailed credits, I'd say.
Yeah, I
Ah,
think
right.
so.
Oh. Walk cycles!
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, I hate seeing
Oh.
people. I have to watch you go.
I think this is the English localization credits.
Yeah.
It's
Look at him
me!
go. Is he gonna get like really brutally stabbed halfway through these credits? That's what I
Oh
want to
god,
know.
that would be so
I was gonna say,
funny.
like, this is going in order of the people we meet. This is not going to go well.
Oh my god.
Oh, there she is.
There she
Oh,
is.
yeah.
I forgot
Oh, what a
about her.
dress. Hmm.
Murdered John H. Wilson.
Yeah, dead. Like, fully dead.
Yeah, he
What's his name?
died.
Yeah, we should probably tell his daughter that at some point, but like...
I don't. It might not be. It might be no relation.
True.
I like that we don't now just
And then
trade out
Kazuma died.
Kazuma for. At what point do we trade out Kazuma for society?
Yeah, that's the point, actually.
He's gonna stand in that.
He's
He's gonna
still
stand
going.
in that spot, and then that's. gonna be
Oh
his
god, that case was so fucking stupid.
Yeah, oh my god, it was so dumb. Listen, I remember there was like a snake around his face. It was so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. Oh.
See ya.
It's like, bye.
That's so funny.
Peace.
And then he died.
And then he died.
Guys,
I mean, okay, if you take in the context of what they're doing with the whole treadmill thing, him just stepping onto the treadmill and disappearing off into the distance kind of suggests that everyone else who's disappearing off into the distance also died.
Walk cycle. Oh, he's
she's
stopping
got
there.
a sword.
Oh.
I thought they were gonna walk, and she was gonna walk with him.
I don't think she has a walk cycle. I'm pretty sure.
It's just him now.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got the
gonna.
sword.
Yeah, it's just gonna be him because him and Kazuma are the only ones.
Oh,
no! Oh, good! I'm so delighted.
Get basis.
They animated a walk cycle.
Hers is so much. Hers is so much more natural than his.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, he's kind of like.
Slightly robotic. Oh look!
Oh, these guys.
This is so
Mr.
cute.
Gilded.
Right.
It's
Right,
very,
then
very regimented.
Hit him in the head
How's it
with a
going,
sword
Pepper?
on the way back.
All right, McGilded.
All right. How's it going?
How's death treating you?
Russian dying
how's
message.
hell?
Yes, I'm
They got
enjoying
one person
myself.
to write that Russian dying message, and that's all he did in the game.
Yes.
That's the entire thing.
Okay.
I've
You know,
been
every
very
so
good.
often you need someone to write something in Russian, and you just kind of
Is
like
Shomes
just
going to join?
outsource.
Yeah!
Yeah, they made a gap.
He's also walking very stupidly.
It's only Sasaki that gets to walk like
I feel like
vaguely
I
normal.
feel like it's they've had to animate elbows and knees, which are famously the worst bit to deal with. Which is why on
Yeah.
Sasato it
That's fair.
works because she's not actually having to move those.
Yeah, but we don't need to see them. I wonder if
Look,
the cat's going to come along.
This is
That
Ace
would be
Attorney.
cool.
Animation is a
That
bit
would be
extreme.
Oh, she's so
Aw.
short.
She's only a child.
She's a baby. Oh my god, look
Come
at
on,
her.
Iris. Come on, Iris.
Train.
You can do
Yeah!
See, I just need the kid
Conga.
to chase along at the end. Come on.
Oh, there he is, the slut.
All right, gay boy.
Oh my god. Oh, wait. Oh, damn it. I thought they
Oh,
were
they did
doing
it.
All right,
They
you
sort
little
of did it.
dabby bastard.
They kind of did it. Yeah.
Oh, Gina.
Oh, look at her. I'd wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it up, Gina.
What's up?
No, put it down! Put it down!
Oh, that was lovely.
It was.
Oh, that was so nice.
They
And then they
consulted
walk
a
out to the
music box
middle.
music. That's so cool.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's the four amigos.
Oh, look at him go.
She's having to walk faster to keep up. Oh.
Yay. Oh.
Babies. They were so cute.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh no, that was
Finn.
adorable.
Finn.
That was so cute.
I love it.
I love them so much.
Oh my gosh, it was so cute.
There we go.
Oh
Oof.
wow.
Achievement
They
unlocked.
both get cakes.
There you go.
That's smart. Lovely.
Babies.
Oh, what an incredible
Yeah.
game.
It's so good.
Oh.
Have we ever seen
There
it?
we go. That's the great
Okay, so this
Attorney
next game,
Chronicles.
are we just gonna go right on now?
Yeah, let's start it now. Let's go.
Well, yeah, there you go. Here we are.
Resolve.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Is it just us resolving the entire thing?
Yes.
No.
Well, yeah, that's it. Done.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll be
Alright.
back with Great Ace Attorney 2 next time.
Nice.
Yeah, they're exciting. Be great to
Yeah.
see. I'm assuming there's a time skip. What's going to happen to our four idiots? Well, 3 idiots
One
and
of them's probably
Susato.
gonna end up in prison.
Do you guys want to see the title of the first case?
Oh yeah, go on.
A little bit.
Teaser, 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 trailer. The Adventure of the Blossoming Attorney.
That is
That-
2 different people.
Hatsune Miku.
At last!
Is this A Shin? Because I have 2 of those. And also 2 knees. And
Jesus.
That looks like 2. Okay, I don't want to like assume based on gender presentation, but that looks like 2 girls.
That is 2 girls.
can dream.
Girl attorney, girl attorney, girl attorney, girl attorney.
yeah, fuck you. Sorry, Van Zeeks, we're here for
I
the
mean-
lesbians now.
I feel like if we are going up against Hatsune Miku, we are going to lose.
Ah.
True. Yeah, Tatsumi Miku is a god.
Yeah.
Well,
With powerful being, because nobody dropped with it.
there you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we'll
Very
be back next time with that.
exciting.
I'm so excited.
Oh, well, we finally finished it. Well done, guys. It's
I'm very
Yeah,
glad
we
to
did
got to
it.
play that with you. It was
It's
a lot
been
of fun.
lovely.
Great. It's been awesome.
Mm,
Can't wait for next time.
yeah,
Mhm.
alright. Well, we'll be here next Monday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, see you then.
Oh, so good. Thank you, team.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
all. I love you all, and good night.
Love you all.
Bye.
Night.
Night. Bye.
Good night.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye now.